everything seems to be working. And now we are live. Hello, hello, and welcome. Alrighty, so for today, kind of continuing what was yesterday's painting session. And I'm continuing to work on this Kurt Wylde suit from the Acceleracers. Helping out Nacho with his cosplay, trying to get it done. So, gonna just continue where we left off. So, yesterday was the shoulder. Now I'm traveling over here to like the side and back area. So, it's kind of like it says Teku across the chest, and the U kind of like starts at the front and wraps around the rib cage. And that's what I'm going to be working on today. If this dries and I can move on, then I'm going to do the T, which the T like starts at the chest and then wraps around the shoulder into the back. So, but I don't know about the T quite yet, but we're going to start with the U. Wait, what's going on my phone? Hello, phone. Oh, okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna grab sorry, I was working on Shrocko's wig over here. I'll show you all. Oh my gosh, I worked so hard last night to try to finish this. Still not done. But it's almost done. So today I will finish it. I really wanted to get it done last night, so today I could take progress photos and do social media and that kind of stuff. But no, didn't happen. It's okay. um It'd be like that sometimes. But I'm not too stressed because I can at least get it done today. But anyways, getting back to Kurt's suit, I'm gonna use the same titanium white acrylic paint on this. I know, no fabric painted needed. It's funny, I started painting with these acrylics on fabric because I was using what I just had on hand. Um, and then I was like, oh, my next cosplay, and this was a long time ago. I was like, oh, my next cosplay, I'll get actual fabric paints and it'll be better. Well, it ends up working out so well. I've never had to buy fabric paints. I've just used my acrylic paint. Hey, it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? I wouldn't. I don't know if all if all acrylic paints work on fabrics this well. I know a lot of them chip, but I know that at least the Liquitex fabric or the Liquitex acrylic paints work really, really well on fabric. As long as you hand wash your fabrics. Actually, I hand wash all my cosplays. I never throw them in the machine unless if it's like clearly normal clothes, but anything that I've modified, hand sewn, hand painted, all my cosplays are all hand washed. And I'm just going to start with an outline here. I have to hold down this really flat because I don't want to, I want this to be as clean as possible. So I'm taking like my flat brush kind of as like a liner. Just kind of hand drawing it on here. I don't think the camera can pick it up very well. It's I did use some sewing chalk. I don't know if that's the official name of it, but you know that chalk that draw along seams on fabric to kind of like sketch out your idea without using something that's super permanent. um, the chalk doesn't damage the fabric. It's easily washed off. I use that to sketch out my design. And then I'm now going in with paint to fill it in. Alright. And I'm just going along, and I am going along the rest of the edge here. I think what makes it the most challenging is that this top line is actually the T that like goes across the whole design. And it is the most tricky to keep it completely straight. Hey, good job, Win, with the stream streak. That is awesome. Good job. Thank you, Win, for always being so loyal and always being here. I appreciate you. Hey, and it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Isaac. Yes, Isaac. Oh my gosh, your Jigglypuff is so cute. I am very impressed. I think you should still like keep painting, Isaac. Your painting was so good. I see why everyone liked it too. Aw. That's cute, Isaac. I'm sure your future daughter would absolutely love to have a little Jigglypuff in her Pokemon collection. I agree, Win. It would be very, very sweet. And I can't. So it's kind of tricky keeping this straight line straight because the fabric wrinkles, but also too. I made myself like no guidelines, which I should have. Like I did make guidelines, but I didn't like I should have laid down the tape, but I didn't. I'm like, I'll just freehand this. How hard can it be? Mistake. And now it's too late to put tape down because there's already paint on the surface. So kind of too late, but that's okay. So is anyone working on anything creative today? Any drawings, any paintings, any cosplays? Oh, I see what you're saying. Uh, when at first I was like, what's too late to apologize? What are you apologizing for? Almost done with this top line here. Almost done. Almost. Ooh, nice, Isaac. Made some banana bread. Yum. Banana bread's so good. Isaac, did you put nuts in your banana bread? Sometimes with sometimes banana bread's really good with like walnuts. Yum. Sounds very good, Isaac. That banana bread sounds really, really good. Ah, thank you, Win. Thank you for posting the Discord. Yeah, sorry, I'm like taking like max concentration right now to paint this single line. It's just because it has to be so perfect and so straight, and I'm like, ah. All right, so now on to the U, which the U is on the other side here. And I wanna kind of, you know what, I'm gonna actually reposition this a little bit. There we go. And I'm just gonna wash my brush again. Yes, I'm using the same color, but I want to make sure that the paint doesn't dry and ruin the bristles. Acrylic paint can be very, very harsh on paint brushes, so you gotta be careful. I've sadly lost many paintbrushes to acrylic paint. I think it's just all a part of it, unfortunately. I know, I know. I gotta finish this jacket. Or it's actually a full suit. It's a racing suit. So it's kind of like a jumpsuit. But I gotta finish this today. I have no choice. And I have to finish the wig today. I guess I'll take pictures like for socials and like for my take pictures and videos of progress and that kind of stuff like after level up, but oh well. Really hoping to do it today, but that's okay. And now this is going to be tricky too. I got to make sure that these lines are parallel. These two here are parallel. So this is like basically the bottom of the U. And then this will be the top part of the U. Gonna kind of just sketch it out. I'm kind of taking more of like a dry brush approach to sketching this out. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it turns out cool. I think it will. I'm definitely trying my best. Trying my best to make it as cool and as clean as possible. Oh wait, I just realized I messed up. Because this U is not supposed to be straight like that. It's supposed to be at a tilt. No, hopefully I can erase this. Okay, hold on. No! I was like just talking and not thinking. And then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's supposed to be at a tilt. I'm like, why does it look so... Like, something about this looks very, very off. Okay. It'll be slightly smudged, but that's okay. Ugh, why do the Teku designs have to be so clean? There we go. There we go. See, it's supposed to be more at a tilt like that. It's kind of like the whole logo's like slanted. Just like that. There we go. Alright, so now that I have kind of my outline, ah, there we go. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm like spending so much time cleaning up this one little edge. I know, I know. That's how it goes. That's why painting takes me so long, because like I'll just spend so much time in one little area. Be like, I swear. No, once I get the outline done, then I'll just be filling in everything. The outline's the hard part. Oh, yeah, I think it is a super cool design. I really like actually the design of everyone in Acceleracers. I think everyone has a really cool design. I do have to agree. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Look at how your suit's turning out. That would be so cool, Isaac. That would be very cool. How you doing, Nacho? I know you have a whole list of things to do and take care of today. How's the list going? Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, definitely don't lose the painting, Isaac. And I'm still so sad that that painting never turned up. I was really hoping for you that it would. Almost done with this outline here, just kind of cleaning up the bottom half. I swear it'll go a lot faster once I have to fill everything in. Just want to make sure that these lines stay clean, which they will. Just have to go slow. Yeah, I agree. When hopefully it comes up, there's still hope, right? It's still out there. Yeah, and then I just have this bottom line left to do. And it's tricky too, because like yesterday, I was taking the fabric and I was like kind of pinching it from underneath, but I can't really do that. I mean, I could do it like this. I guess this works, but I like another hand on top to like pinch it here. Um, but my hand is not that big and I can't crunch the rest of the fabric that's here, so there we go. Trying to keep these lines nice and crispy, really bold. And sorry if I'm falling silent again. Actually, like holding my breath as I do this. Holding my breath and my concentration. Just one more to do. One more line right up on top here. we go. All right, the outlines are done. Ah. I don't know, was everyone holding their breath with me as I was drawing all those lines? If you were, I feel flattered. Oh, what? That's so cool. Hey, Isaac, you never know. She might come to a local con. And that would be pretty cool. All right, now I'm just taking, now that all the edges are done, I can just like fill it in. And I'm taking a large round brush and I am filling in the gaps. And as I brush, I am going all in one direction. Actually, it looks like my brush strokes were originally like this, so we're gonna keep going. I'm actually gonna switch a little bit. All my brush strokes are going in the same direction. This way, it actually keeps it looking clean and more like a print, right? Because we're trying to like imitate that like vinyl wrap. And if all my brush strokes were going in different directions, it wouldn't look as clean. And this is actually a good way to get good coverage and keep things solid when I go in for other layers. Here we go. I don't know, that's pretty crispy. What do you think? I think it looks pretty crispy. You know, that only took me, what, 30 minutes to do? Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. I try. I I I try my best. That I do. All right, now that this is dry, I'm gonna go on to the top layer for my second layer. So this I can't move on right there. I can't do the second layer because it's still wet. So I'll have to wait a minute. If I had a bigger surface area, I'd move on to the T on the shoulder, but that doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I could scooch this down. I'm gonna fold the suit a little bit more and scooch it down to the collar, which I was gonna work on touching up a little bit more. Let's get this arm underneath here. Trying to move things around. That's one of the tricky things about painting fabric is all the moving around to make sure nothing touches. No touch. At least I can bring my palette over here. That won't be so bad. Uh-oh. Something happened? Okay. Nothing happened. I don't know. Can you guys see it good? Try and move it more this way. Yeah, there we go. So in the meantime, I'm gonna like spot check this collar here. Ooh. I don't know, Isaac. I mean, a crispy chicken sandwich sounds pretty good. A hamburger on a stick. I don't know how that would go. I won't lie, I like a good burger, but a good one. I'm picky. I won't just eat any burger. They have to be good. I don't know how to go about eating a burger on a stick unless if it's like a mini burger. Could you imagine teeny tiny little burgers on sticks? That'd be funny, like a little slider stick. That'd be funny. That's definitely some carnival food. Oh, thank you, Win, for getting that unwelcomed bot. I saw it pop up and then I was about to hit the ban button, but then you beat me to it. I was confused for a second. I think there was like a lag. All of a sudden I was about to go, oh, and then all of a sudden it was like, Celery says I was banned. So thank you, Win. Thank you for having my back. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. I'm not surprised. I've never seen sliders on a stick, but Isaac, I'm not surprised that it already exists out there because it feels like anyone will put any kind of food on a stick. That's good to know that they were delicious though. And since the angle that I'm working at and the way that the suit has to be, I can only spot check a certain area of this. So it looks like this is like the area that I'm have to stay in, kind of like this section here, because I don't want wet paint to touch anything else. Thank you, Win. I appreciate you. I feel like I don't have my very own bodyguards. It's kind of cool. Yum. That sounds good. I could go for a good ice cream sandwich. Or any kind of good ice cream, anything, Isaac. I like ice cream. All right. So now that the top part here is drying, actually it looks like this U is dry, so let's bring it back forward very carefully because now the collar is wet. Where was this positioned before? Was it like this? Did I have it like this before? I guess I did. There we go. Okay. Whoop. I think it looks weird because I crunched it up even more. I'm like, nothing's touching this collar. No, nothing's touching it. That's also the thing. It's like, okay, nothing else. Oh, I know. I've had that happen, or just when your favorite restaurant goes out of business. Makes me sad. Like, there was this. So, there's this one restaurant I used to really like when I used to work at a mall. When I used to work at a little hippie boutique inside a mall, there was a restaurant that was just outside of the mall, and it was they had sandwiches, but like really good sandwiches, and they had a blueberry mozzarella like panini sandwich. And I know it sounds really weird, and I ordered it because it sounded so weird, and I'm like, you know what, how are blueberries with like mozzarella cheese on panini bread? And it was so good. It was one of my favorite sandwiches from there. And that restaurant doesn't exist anymore, sadly. But I could make that though. They also made some kind of, I think it was, I don't remember what protein was inside. I think it was either like chicken or turkey, and they put apple slices with it. And that was really good too. Aw, that sucks. That sucks, Win. Aw. I know. I can't imagine. I think it'd be hard to own a restaurant. Gotta be very popular to stay in business. Looking at that, looking more solid. If anyone asks, was I able to get it looking so clean? I will answer with time and patience. Crazy amounts of patience. No, I haven't. I haven't heard of that restaurant, Isaac. I don't know it. Alright, and then there's some like, doesn't need a solid third layer, but there are some spots in here that definitely need a touch up. Alrighty, there you go. Ta-da! It's the U, the finishing of the U, Teku. Alright, so, I think I'm gonna, since that just has to dry, I would like to work onto the tea, but I can't move this until it fully dries. So I'm just gonna go back to the collar, which is still kind of tacky wet, and I just poked at it. And I was like, oh, that was a mistake. Alright, so since this top part here is still wet, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring forward my palette. And I'm going to mix together some orange and yellow. Good old orange and yellow. And I'm going to mix together a little bit of the white. Wonder if I can show you all. If I can move this slightly aside. It's so much easier when it's a canvas. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to fall down. I'll put that right there. Yeah. Wait, no. There's a hair. So a little bit of white, some orange, and of course yellow. Mix all those together. And I just add in little bits of orange and yellow until I get a good color match. Needs a little bit more orange. Maybe even a little bit more orange. It's pretty orange. Oh no! Oh, that's a bummer, Isaac. Aw. Hey, maybe you could, Isaac, maybe if you know what was exactly in that burrito, you could try to make it yourself. Like, have you ever made homemade Crunchwrap Supremes? Oh my god, those are so good. The homemade ones are really, really good. I actually like the homemade versions better than the original. And I'm gonna just go with this second layer of orange. Actually, this orange is looking still tad too yellow. So I'm gonna add in some more orange into this mix. Just a little bit. There we go, that's a better color. I'm slightly sensitive to colors. I think it's because I am an artist and I notice subtle differences like that where maybe other people wouldn't pick up on those. A lot of people, when I tell them about my like color sensitivity, and I say sensitivity like as if it's like, I'm sensitive. No, I'm not. I'm aware of different values and variations. And a lot of people are like, oh, do you think it's hereditary? I'm like, no, I think I'm just like hyper aware. Because as an artist and I paint and I am aware of different values and different colors. I don't think I see colors differently than anyone else does. I think I'm just more aware. Because I've kind of trained myself to be. Nice. Yum. Veggie rice tacos sounds good too, Isaac. I like homemade tacos. I agree with you, Win. Tacos do sound good right now, and it's getting close to lunchtime. I hope you all can see good what I'm doing. Now I'm a little worried. I'm like, oh no, was I like doing all this detail work and then having the folds hide from the... I'm worried that that this whole thing I was working and it's like this piece was covering it. Whoopsies. Sorry about that. Sometimes I'll just start working and then I kind of forget about what the camera can and cannot see. Whoops. Also, too, this is such a tricky area. If I didn't have to keep the U the way that it is, I would actually be having this collar in a different position. But that's okay. And it almost looks like, too, I could go for a third layer white on here. Not a third solid layer, but at least one to do little touch-ups on. There we go. All right, I think this part of the collar is good. I think I could only really work on this part right now. It'll have to dry before I go on to like the other parts. All right, moving things around again. Switcheroo. And I want to make sure that this is... Nope, that's still pretty... This is still pretty tacky. Tacky. I wonder if I could swap it around because the edges are dry. It's just like the middle part of that U that's not. So I wonder if I could position... We're experimenting here. This T. Actually, I could get it pretty flat. I can get it flat without disrupting this U here. All right. Now the next question is, can I get it in frame? Whoop! Something happened. What the hell? Okay. My screen just like bugged out for a second and I was like, ah! But I didn't glitch, right? You guys didn't see nothing? Okay. I hope you guys didn't see anything weird. What you would have seen is like all of a sudden like the whole screen turned pink, but I don't think it did that. So, Oh well. Okay, good. All right. All of a sudden my own screen just bugged out. Like everything turned bright fuchsia pink for some odd reason, and I don't know why. All right, so I have the two here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up a little bit here, and then here. Okay, yeah, it's in frame. And I'm gonna tuck this arm underneath. Try and make it as flat as possible. I'm using my cosplay sketchbook right here as a weight on the legs because I have them folded up because I can't let them lay over my keyboard. But look, they're all like Valorant characters, Valorant stickers. So that'll be a good weight. And then just same thing as I did for the U, I'm gonna do for the T. Okay. As long as all is good. I mean, I'm still... Everything seems to be working, so all is good. You know what? I learned from my mistake. I'm actually going to not freehand this, and I'm gonna put some tape down as a outline. Because remember how I was saying that before? That I was like, I wish I put like some tape down so I'd have a really clean edge. So this is just like painter's tape. And this right here, what I'm drawing a line for is the top part of the T. I ended up saving all these little like scrap pieces because I was like, I don't want to waste tape, and I'm sure and the adhesive was still pretty good on them. Like, I'm sure they have still some life in them, right? Right. Take down. Where are the scissors? Oh, they're there. What? Why are we quoting Huntrix? Did I say something? Did I say take down? Maybe I did. I end up quoting movies on accident all the time. Oh, take down, take down. Ha! Win, you're funny. Tape down. Gonna tape you down. So I don't know if like the if the camera can pick this up, but I kind of already sketched out what I wanted the design to look like. I'm just kind of going over with the tape, so I'm following my previous sketch lines. Okie dokie. Almost done. One more side to this tea. There we go. Tea looks pretty solid. The only thing that bothers me is that I think the tea is slightly too thick on top. I think what's throwing me off is this section right here. I think this side's okay, but I think this needs to be a little thinner. Hey, and you know what? This gives like a good, yeah, I think that's better. Yep. Gosh, I should have done this for the U. This one made it a lot easier. There we go. Aha. Look at that. Is that perfection or what? Just gonna go right in with my big brush. And I'm gonna hold down the tape and just paint right over it. And I'm keeping in the one same direction with my brush strokes. So definitely making sure to be mindful of that. And I'm just doing the probably the trickiest part because I don't want to go into the orange at all. I'll probably do that with a smaller brush, actually, honestly. I know, right? Pure perfection. All right, and then I know you can't really see too well, but I'm going in with my flat brush. I just can't move the suit any further. If I try to, it's bumping into things. So since you can't see too well, it won't stay very long there. And that tape just keeps curling up, doesn't it? Where's some other tape? Take this tape. I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna wrap it around, try to get it to stay and stick. There we go. There we go. Now I'm just going right ahead and painting, filling it in. I have to be careful of this edge right here that I'm painting because I don't want to get any white on the sleeve that I am a little nervous about. So I think I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold that until it's dry so that it can rest on this sleeve again. Which, actually, now that it's wet, I'm gonna work on making this edge really clean and nice. The tape's not a fan of me doing this, but that's okay. Keeps still wanting to lift. That's okay, making it work. Alrighty, there we go. Now I'm just gonna let that sit and dry for a minute. Thank you, Win, for putting the Discord up. Just gonna let that settle. Oh my gosh, so much faster with the tape, right? Should have just done the tape from the beginning. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Think I was like, oh, I'll just freehand it. I got this on. Thank you, Win, for putting my website up too. Which actually, I have exciting news about my website. Or it's not about my website. It's on my website. This exciting news. I am officially gonna be at Game On Expo next year, and it'll be January 15th. Is it 15, 16, 17? Yeah, 15, 16, 17th of January. I will be at Game On Expo. It'll be good. It'll be a good show. So, yeah. Yes, the dancing dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm excited to be back at Game On. I got my booth. I'm ready to go. It's gonna be awesome. There we go. All right, can fit there. I think that's the best I can do. So now, this almost looks like it does need a third layer. Or is this the fourth layer? Maybe this is the fourth layer. It's still kind of patchy, so we're gonna... Maybe this is the third layer. I don't know. Sometimes I don't remember. But I'm gonna make it more solid. There we go. I think it's looking better. It's so weird. It's like when this paint dries and it like soaks into the fabric, it almost like then the fabric kind of shows through a little bit more and I have to put on another layer. But that's okay. There we go. I know, it's so weird. Remember when Game On Expo used to be in August? And then it was like then they're like, oh, we're gonna move it to March, and we all thought that was gonna be its permanent spot, but no, now it's moving to January. I don't know why they have it moving around. I hope more people come, you know. I hope that it's a good change, you know, and a lot of people show up. I know, yeah. Fan fusion used to be 4 days. Oh my gosh. That must have been so exhausting for the vendors. I can't imagine. Oh. Because technically for like us vendors, um, it like the 3 day show is already kind of 4 days because it's a day of setting up and then we have the official show. So, well, at least for me, I feel like it's that way. No, it already is kind of like a 4 day show for me, even though everyone's like, oh, it's Friday through Saturday. Well, for me, it's more like Thursday through Sunday, or Friday through Sunday, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm like trying to focus and move this around, see if it works, and now I'm just speaking gibberish. There we go. I'm using this book. Oh my gosh, I know, right? I would be very tired. All right, let's take the tape off. It should be at least dry enough that it won't smudge if I to take it off. Let's see. It'll be the moment of truth. I always find taking tape off, like from the stencil and the paint, so satisfying. I find it satisfying and no one can tell me different. Not that wasn't that clean, but oh well. I'll clean it up. That side just couldn't wait to be peeled up. It's like, take me. I'm like, I will. There we go. We got a T. A T for Teku. All right. So now, what's the next step? Going to clean up these edges. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around with my flat brush here. wish I could get this a little more taut. Because that's what makes the wavy lines, is when the fabric is loose. I'm trying to like press it down. Press it down, kind of like a takedown. Ha! Yep. All right, almost. Yeah, this is so much easier doing these lines, making sure these lines stay clean after they've been like taped. So much easier than just like winging it, doing freestyle. And then after this piece, I promise I'll be back to my normal cosplay stuff. I do have a goal that I want to get done a bunch of like the foam horns and stuff. I do want to reach that goal. Oh shoot. I just made my hand kind of shook. Keeping a steady hand with this is definitely key. Yeah, it'll be good to get back to the horns. I really want to make more, and we'll see how the mornings are, if they're cool or not. Enough for me to maybe glue some more together. I still have a few horns that need to be sanded and primed, and I want to do that before it's too hot where it's not possible anymore. I also have mini horns that are done being painted. They're just waiting to be put on hair clips, so I need to do that. I wish I had like closer outlet to me, but I don't. Everything's being taken up by the cameras. So that I could have my hot glue gun right here. But I don't. Because I would love to like hot glue gun, you know, like the animal ears right here and make those on stream because I gotta make more ears. I definitely do not have enough for fan fusion. I also want to experiment and make a couple of other more like cosplay accessory things, but we'll see if I'll get to those. Just because I have enough projects as it is. Gosh, and I have so many cosplays I want to do too, I want to work on, but since I've been super hyper focused on Shirako lately, I think it's time that I kind of switch off and I start working on like other projects that need my attention. Oh, yay! I'm glad you like the golden horns, Win. I'm glad you like the golden horns. Oh my gosh. So, my next cause plan, I really wanted. So, I have many. I have so many characters that I want to work on, but I have two right now that I really want to do. Um, they're probably not going to be worked on though until like the fall. Um, just because I want to focus on my next shows coming up and I'm like, okay, I did a personal project. Now it's time that I get back to business focus. But I have already pieces for her. I just haven't completed, but I want to do Momo from Dandadan, just partially because she looks like a really easy cosplay to wear, and I want to have another like anime, more of an anime themed character that's easy for myself. And I went thrifting not too long ago and found a perfect like pink sweater for her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing Momo. Also, I really like Dandadan. Dandadan is fantastic. All the chaos. I love it. Um Another character that's like right there on the list is, and this is more from an obscure uh anime. It's okay if you've never heard of it, but it's called Ganosha. It's one of my like current obsessions right now. It's based off a video game, and in simple terms, it kind of plays out like Among Us. And so there's these crew members on a ship, and someone is a Genosha while the others are not. And they have to guess who the Genosha is, which in a Genosha, if you're like, what is that? It's basically like this alien creature that's like an infection that wants to take over the ship. So yeah, exactly, like Among Us. Um, and I really want to cosplay Yuri. And Yuri is they're the character that you kind of see the story through their eyes a little bit. Like the story kind of follows them a little more than the other characters. I almost don't want to say too much about this just in case if anyone actually wants to watch it. I think it's one of those animes to just watch and kind of discover for yourself, kind of go in blind a little bit. But I love the world, I love the universe. All the characters are like super kooky and colorful, and um it's almost like its own thing. Very sci-fi though, I will say. Which I'm for anything with sci-fi. If it takes place in space and has aliens, which it does. I'm not just saying the Genosha, I'm saying that there's other aliens too. And they talk about other planets and life on other planets. I like all that stuff. So, and also to Yuri, if you look up, their design is I think would be okay, it's gonna be hard to make. It's okay if you look at it and you're like, Athena, how the hell are you gonna pull that off? But I think wearing it won't be so bad. There's a lot of layers, but I think it'll be another cosplay for me to that I could another anime character that I could easily like wear and run a booth in at the same time. I know, right? An imposter. No, in this anime, no one's hiding in the vents either. There is none of that. At least I don't think so. Not that I can remember. I don't think there is any. I think I would have made that joke if there was. Alrighty, there we go. Looking pretty good. I think that this edge is actually supposed to go all the way along here. I'll clean up this edge since I'm just right here. And I'll touch up that orange because I can't really move this anywhere. That's fully dry. The U on the side is fully dry, but this tea definitely will need another layer. We'll definitely need a third layer, but gotta wait for it to dry first. Being patient. And this is why I normally have like several projects in the works, because like stuff like this happens where I'm like, okay, there's a step where I need to wait and I'll go do something else. But at least I saw this part right here and I'm like, I could touch this up. I'm actually really happy with how these letters turned out today. I am pleasantly surprised. Alright, now I'm gonna go in some orange and touch that up. And what do you guys say? Would you guys like to see maybe me make some animal ears on stream? I'll try to see if I can, well, I've worked on animal ears before, but I think I've cut things out. I haven't glued, well, I glued off screen and then just like showed you, but maybe I should try to figure out how to, get the hot glue to be here. See if I can find a cord, like an extension cord or something. I don't know what's possible. Let's see. Not completely sure what's possible and impossible, so I'm just gonna wait on that for a minute. Yeah, you like that idea, Win? You like the idea? Maybe I'll show you make an ear process. Maybe some ears that I haven't done on stream before, like bunny ears or something, or mouse ears. I could do that. Yeah, why not? That might be fun. That's still like tacky. How does this collar look? I could use another spot of orange. I don't know if I can bring it around though. Yeah, there we go. Just doing little touch-ups. Yeah, some little mouse ears. Which I promised you, Win. I will totally make you some mouse ears. Oh, you know what I need to work on too is tails. Definitely working on tails next. There we go. Just gonna clean up a little bit around the edge of the seam here. I accidentally got some orange. All right. We'll bring back this T forward a little bit. No, almost there. Dancing dinosaurs. Dancing dinosaurs. So cute. The dancing dinos are adorable. Here we go. I'm like fixing this, just doing little touch-ups on this shoulder here. I'm just gonna crisp up some of the lines. There we go. Going all in the same paintbrush direction. Smooth strokes. And there we go. Sorry, I know that it's like in an awkward position, but I can't go any further. I guess I could, no, that wouldn't work. It's okay. You might be barely able to see, but at least you can see. There we go. Alright, now the tea should be dry enough for a third layer. Or is it a fourth layer? I think it's third. What's the third layer? I know, that would be really cute, huh, Win? I think it'd be a cute keychain. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, it's almost time too. Gosh, time just flies by. Well, I'm going to do the touch-ups on this tea, final layer, and then I will call it a stream there. I have no idea if Nacho's still there, but Nacho, if you're still there, look, what do you think? What do you think of the suit? I hope you like it. Hey, hi Evalea. How you doing? Good to see you here. I know time does fly by. Time goes very, very fast. I swear to, this morning I got up pretty earlier than I thought. And I'm like, oh, I have time to like get some of my other projects done and do other things. And all of a sudden it was time for the stream and I was like, whoa, where'd the morning go? I'm almost done doing these little touch-ups. As much as it takes concentration for me to paint on this fabric, I actually do like working with this fabric. It's kind of like plasticky on top. But I kind of like it because the paint doesn't soak into the fabric like cottons and stuff. It kind of just sits on top, so it actually makes it really much easier to paint than like other fabrics. Yes, there is some difficulty, and you've seen me today kind of like hold my breath as I'm trying to precisely draw lines. But no, there are other fabrics that I'll just do layer after layer, and it's like the fabric just drinks it up. Alrighty, there you go. It's looking solid. Looks solid, looks good. I'm really happy with how this looks, and I'm happy with the progress today. So pretty much now the suit is done. There are some little touch-ups to do, and I think he wanted to paint the belt orange, but that'll be for another day. That will be for another day. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you all being here and hanging out with me as I help Nacho out with his cosplay. um, as probably a lot of you know or assume, Friday's stream sadly will be canceled. Tears, but not too much because I'll be at Level Up, and which I'll make sure to keep posting and that kind of stuff of what goes on. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will be back on Tuesday. So I'll be back on Tuesday, most likely working on horns. That's probably what I'll be doing. Which I'm excited to keep working on those because they're looking really cool. And I'm really passionate. So, yeah, I know. I know, Win. I know. Tears. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll take plenty of photos. Plenty of photos. You have nothing to worry about. Alrighty, everyone. I will see you all next week. Have a good one. Bye.